I, I don't know. I think I do it every resize it every time.
Yeah, I think I
Hi,
do too.
everybody. We're live on YouTube.
All right. Hi, YouTube people. Say hi to Bullish Bear Scott.
What's happening?
Hello.
It's like that. I love this. The three of us. And listen, we got Jeremy all day now, Scott.
Just the
Yeah.
three
Day
of us.
long. Just
trying
to
to
make
get
me
my-
feel like I'm a kid again.
All right. Dude,
All right.
that
Let's
NTNX
see.
is a giant bull flag. Let me see what the levels are on that.
Yeah.
That thing is
I'll be right back, guys.
crazy. Let's see. Resistance up here at about $26. It's there now. Wow, what a ride. That is a nice big bull flag, but don't sit there and FOMO that, because sometimes they just fail. You got the 60-40 rule that applies to those. Oh yeah, Scott, you would I don't know if you'd know yet, but we've been hanging out with Creed a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing weekly interviews with him for Money.net.
That's cool.
It's been pretty cool. And then we recently had been approached by E-Trade for some affiliation.
Nice. VTNR. Keep an eye on that guy right there.
Let's see, I think I might go to VTNR next. I want to watch this NTNX real quick, though. Okay, extension to 2650 would be about where I would get off this ride.
Yeah, 2643 is the last top of that last wick in pre-market.
Yeah.
Nice double top on the 5 on American Airlines.
Ah, there you go.
Retail is starting to get some action.
Heck yeah.
Some of those memes like BBBY
Yep.
and PLTR.
I haven't traded PLTR in ages.
What'd y'all do while I was away? Made everything go green like that.
Right.
We flipped the switch, man.
Flip the switch.
So look at SPY
There's
here.
Neo again.
That
That's what
megaphone
I'm looking
pattern?
at. Yeah.
Bam, right off that center line, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, everything's moving up. So space, PLTR.
Gonna slap the top of that channel, and then we gonna come right back to Earth, I think, for a moment.
BBBY, watch that 536 level.
So I think American Airlines might be.
Gotta laugh.
See if AAL will hold 1340. If it does, that's just a little bull flag, and we can.
I don't like
another.
ATXI, what it's doing right now.
Yeah, NTNX just nailed 2628. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Here it comes with the tweezer top. See ya.
Lace is going for its pre-market high. Watch that.
Oh, and there's Bitcoin coming right back to Earth here.
Also coming back to angular support. Fell below that.
All right.
All right, that's a engulfing candle there on the 1 minute, maybe on SPY. I can look at my IWM. Let's see what IWM is
American
doing right
Airlines
now. Same thing.
failed at 1340. That bull flag's invalid now. So that would be a sign to profit on that call and then ride that put down a little bit.
Oh, that is a bad. Sounds like they're having a fight, Daddy.
They're just having fun. Don't worry, I'll go spank them.
No, don't do
I'm
that.
just kidding.
I know you are. I know you are.
I feel like Jim's gonna hear that and be like, "Grr,
A glutton for punishment.
Look at that line. So what is you going to do there, mister?
All
Hey,
right.
Scott, you know about the quadrant tool on TOS?
I don't think so.
I like it better than fibs. It's all the way on the bottom, on the left. You can adjust it and everything, but when you set it, it sets right where you want it, not like a fib that goes nuts sometimes. Man, that is tweezer top on the 5 minute, Jack. So if we go down, well, let's see. I'm gonna
And
see.
if you're rocking forward again, we're back to close from the other day.
Yeah, what do we got going on over here?
Oh gosh, that would have been last week. Never mind. I'm lost.
Mm-hmm. So we had that little pop. Now we got this drop. Oomp.
All right,
Where
so this
will
looks like a
you-
giant tweezer top on SPY here, but watch what
That's
happens at the center line.
That's right. Yep. There you go.
That's where your critical
See.
point is.
Yeah,
We're going to
okay.
break that and run to the bottom of the channel and then break down bearish like we would assume a rising megaphone typically would do. But if it holds here or prints a wick here on this
Did
little
you
5 minute
notice
candle,
letting him sing?
Say that again, sorry.
if it holds on that center line with a little wick on the 5 minute and 1 minute candles, then you can actually bounce back up and run the channel one more time to the bull side.
Hey, look at forward.
Yeah, I had that.
1 minute.
Yep.
You
I'm
see
looking
what
at the
that
5
is?
minute.
Oh, look at the 1 minute.
Oh yeah, is that your bear
Now,
fish?
what is that? That's the beer fish.
Yeah.
Scott, remember the beer fish?
Oh, I know.
I have a picture of the bear fish, and that's the bear fish right there.
Yep. And there's range to drop back down in that channel for forward down to 1172. So I
Oh
was
yeah. I
So
got
that looks like-
1170. I have.
a setup for a consolidation on a measured move, bearish measured move, and that's what the bear fish is right there.
Man, that is a golfing there on SPY. That is just eating it up. What do we got on the half-hour chart? Let's go look at that.
All right, here's the 1 minute 200. That's the last reach. If it breaks that, see ya. This goes right to the bottom of the channel, and SPY will head towards about 365.50.
Now, let's see.
Keep an eye on LASE.
There you go. AAL cracking through. Hopefully profited on the call side and run the put side back down a little bit, take some loss off of it.
Yeah, LASC is moving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
looks
that's what
like
I
they
was
had
doing.
a,
I actually got out right at the pivot on the very top at about 9:40, 9:35.
Nice work.
That was more luck though. After I saw one or two reds on the 1 minute, and the RSI was pretty overbought.
DXI
Nice work. You're getting price action, sir.
not looking good at the moment.
All right, key pivot on
Well,
SPY here, the 367, 25 area.
Hang on a
And
second.
we just smoked it. We're going to the bottom of the channel, guys.
That might be a retracement. Time is it? 9:45. Go get my 15-minute levels.
Pie,
Yeah,
yeah.
that looks like we're going down, Jack.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Shazam. What the heck did I do? Not open up my trading Weeble. That's what I did. Dang it.
Comes that bearish measured move on forward. Look at that, man. That was clean. The bear fish.
Oh, 265. Yeah, you start seeing these things after a while. It's like, oh my, that is a bear fish. 3 days out. Where are we now? Bada bang, bada boom.
Ooh, I got an email from Hugh Jones.
Who the heck is Hugh Jones?
Some fund manager or something.
Where am I? No.
Oh,
Don't
never
do
mind.
anything. Don't do anything.
I think it's huge. I think it's huge ones.
Yeah, yeah. It's another.
Oh, you are so funny.
It's a lender trying to get me to do a HELOC or a refi or something. I'm like, no, I like my equity.
All righty then. Okay. Wow.
Oh, Any day now, I'm
Let's
expecting
see.
that hospital bill from my wife's recent surgery. That's going to be fun. I
We
better
gotta
get
talk
cracking on the
about some
futures again.
Yeah. You better get that 200 tick chart out. No.
Oh, I will. I'll
All
do
right,
it.
let's see. Let's see now. Descending channel. 1 minute chart there. Bam, that's a descending channel. All that red. And then what happens at the bottom of the descending channel? We got a little hammer, indecision doji. So let's see if this turns into a morning star and brings us back up, or if this thing is just going to be a pause, because it looks really nasty on a 5 minute chart.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right, SPY didn't quite nail the bottom of that channel yet. It's still got a little unfinished
Mm-mm.
business down here.
Yeah, it's definitely those historic levels I have. It is hitting them.
ATXI flagged again.
Flagging again. So we're gonna see here. Watch you fellas
Careful.
closely.
1, 2, 3. We know what happens.
On which one? Who are we looking at? ATXI?
ATXI.
Yeah, it had a. It looked like it was getting ready to do something.
1 flaggy, 2 flaggy, 3 flaggy. Third one usually fails, just so you guys know.
Yeah, and lace is just like grinding.
All right,
Like you said, it looked like a trap.
just
Lots of
before
hits in that pivot at 486, though.
just before it took too much loss, I bailed out of that Bitcoin long position because it failed that megaphone.
Oh,
So
I need to
now
be
we're
putting
looking
stuff
for
up in
support
chat.
down here in 16 or 19650 land somewhere maybe. I'm gonna see if it holds that. And
Check.
just throw another pivot at the base of the
Oh.
control candle. Voila. Oops, didn't print.
Really, NCLH travels with AAL? Didn't know that.
There's another meme stock, or well, cruise liners, CCL. That's
Yeah, it was
actually
pushing.
kind of let me go look at the options liquidity on that bad boy. That could be some good strangles.
Yo, bearfish. BMRA.
Oh, it's
Just
bearish
STBN.
AF. Ouch. That's about to set a new 52-week low. That's what's going to happen there.
All right, so what do we got going on with SPY? We're going sideways at the moment. We got higher lows. And decision on the red candle there. Hanging out at 366.84-ish. Which is that volume profile I saw way back when. Yeah, because if it breaks that volume profile and goes down lower, then it looks like it wants to do that. However, that could just be bear flagging. That could just be bear flagging. Huh. Yeah, let's see. Remove that.
All right, coming back up to the key pivot on SPY. Let's see.
Yeah,
if
but
we
it looks
reject
like it might be flagging.
Yeah, kind of. That
Time is
megaphone's
it?
not complete yet, though, so
No.
we got one more leg to touch. However, where is it? I saw it yesterday. It disappeared on me. Dang.
well, it didn't hit its Globex high, and it's below the 15-minute range currently.
You know, it would be hilarious if we traced all the way down to yesterday's low.
It's possible.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't doubt it. It could happen for sure. Oh, that would be the psychosis we love to enjoy. All right, let me
Depends
look
on
at
what
the
it does
liquidity
here.
on CCL. I want to see what the options look like. You got guts? Let's see what they look like.
All right. Does that sound any better?
Hey, you got a better
Mhm.
sound.
What's that?
You got a
Yes,
sound. You get a better sound. Yeah.
Okay.
more better.
Using a condenser mic.
It's the Yeti.
Ah, there you go.
I didn't realize that I was on the other
Ah,
screen, so I'm sitting here muting my mic. I didn't realize that you guys could still hear the kids.
hey, we actually do have liquidity in CCL. Huh. Ish. The weeklies are better. So like I'm looking at the volume today on 750 calls is like 1100. And let's see what the puts look like at the money. $7 puts, 34.21. Yeah, we know which way it's going. You could run strangles on that, but if you look at the 28th, that liquidity is kind of a lot less. Like 108 traded today and 919 open interest on a $7 put for 728 or 1028. Sorry, October 28th. So it's got liquidity in the front running week, but the back week is a little low, which means the bid ask spread will be a little wider on that. Yeah, $7 put on a 28th expiration.
That's why it's pushing.
Bid 46 cents, ask 49 cents. So it's a bit wide to be trading strangles on CCL, so it wouldn't be as fruitful as like we've been with Ford. However, if you get it right, that can be definitely worthy. And then once everybody gets the hang of trading debit spreads, I've got some sweet surprises for you guys. Wait till you learn how to walk a condor down and back up again. It's a lot of fun. All right. And someone was asking me about the condor versus the butterfly, and I like the condor because it's just so much more versatile. You can adjust it with a lot more flexibility than you can with a butterfly. Being that the condor, you're basically running two debit spreads, one on each side of price. And the idea to be able to adjust it is if you've got a flat sideways day, you can buy back the short legs on price action for less than you sold them for. So you keep the profit, and then later on when the price action's swinging again, you can sell the short legs again, and you can rinse and repeat that until you're low enough on time, or you would rather roll it or profit the position. And it's great because you can sit there and literally make your long position eventually cost you nothing because you've generated income swing trading the short legs. And then on the final day that you're looking to hold it, if you get momentum and it takes off one way or the other, not only do you have a free position, you have a can't lose position. So that's pretty cool. All right, SPY. Looks like we might get that finished business after all. I can expect that to hit about 365.70 here briefly. I want to see it tap the bottom of that channel, and then we'll go from there. I could be wrong. It could be slightly skewed. Let's. In fact, we can adjust that as well. Always be ready to adjust your lines a little bit when things start moving. Actually, I could just take that right up there. That might have been it. 366. Yeah, we're heading up the channel again. Watch this key pivot here. This is the key right here, 367.20. And usually when you have these rising megaphone patterns at the top of a trend, they tend to break bearish, but they don't always. Sometimes they'll just retrace and then bounce back up. So kind of another scenario where I can't say it enough. Don't trade the setup, trade the break. But if you're scalping a 10-second chart, you can nail these levels pretty handily. Like here we have Bitcoin. Made its measured move out of that channel, out of that megaphone. Found support down here at about 19,640 somewhere and bounced just a little bit below that control bar here. So it just went to the next level, and that's all you do. You look left, find your control bars, know where your levels are, You can paint them a different color so they stand out on the extension. And then run back over here and figure out what you're looking at. We have just a bunch of choppy garbage, but it does make sense. There's a little megaphone here. It broke down. It hit its escape target. But what are the chances of this turning into a diamond bottom? Pretty stinking high, actually.
AGFI just broke out of a 3-day wedge.
I'll check that out in a moment. So there goes CCL running its own megaphone pattern. See that? We keep the patterns in rotation in the market lately, it really seems. When they get tired of one pattern, they run to the next one. So,
Yeah. Well, we knew we were going to have some weird stuff. We got a report coming out in 3 minutes, too, don't we?
yeah, I forgot about that. That's was it minutes? I don't remember.
That's not the minutes.
Here's ATXI testing 4, so keep an eye on this
Business
392,
inventories.
393 level.
Consumer sentiment.
Oh, yeah, it was retail sales, I thought, too.
Which should make sense why those retail stocks were moving this morning.
Yeah, that would definitely make sense. Florida's orange output.
Board right at a pivot.
Retail inventories comes out at 10 o'clock. Yeah, a couple minutes here. Inventories and revenue. Business inventories. Ooh, yeah, this 10 o'clock thing could really make it move. And the megaphone is complete, just about. Let's watch this ride. This will either flush or flourish. And like I said, I'll be damned if it's yesterday's low. Oh my gosh, that'll be historic. How many people got their faces ripped off yesterday and then wouldn't, we know the market tends to rhyme, so why not do it twice? That's how this stuff moves, guys. And you got to be prepared for it. You really do. All right, so CCL, I think that's about the limit. It's going to pull back now. And we'll keep an eye on sentiment here for a few more minutes into this report here. This is going to be interesting, I think.
Guys, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Yes.
I'll make it quick. I'm doing paper trading, so no drama. I bought one's share of that ATX, whatever it is, ATXI, and held it for like 2 candlesticks and made $3 on it. Is that scalping?
That's scalping at its finest right there. Good
Yeah,
work.
that's what scalping is it? Right, okay. So I put a stop loss on it and I sold out of it, but the stop loss is still there. So can I just do the same thing again?
You can.
Is that what you mean by scalping?
Yes.
If you have an order and you exited a position, if you have an order on the table, I'd take it off right now. Oh, wow, look at that red bar. Love megaphones, man. Poof.
Why would you take it off? Because the only thing I've got left is a stop. There's no like active share being bought.
Right, but if it's set up as a stop order, it's still there. So
That's the other one. Right, okay, sorry, my mistake.
right, you wouldn't want to end up selling short unintentionally.
What do you mean selling short? Do you mean selling
if you don't have a long position and your stop order is not taken off the book, it'll sit there and sell at that price.
This is another trade I put on in the background. I'll sell it now as soon as it makes profit then, yeah?
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. If you have your position on, be ready to profit it, sure. But if you
Right, okay, cool.
if you have no position and you still have a stop order saying to sell at a certain price on your chart, that's going to be, it can get you into a short selling issue.
Okay. So when you scalp things, do you always put a stop on, or do you just buy it, wait for a candlestick, and then make a profit after 1 or 2 candlesticks? Obviously, if you know the price direction.
Right, and it depends on what I'm doing. So like if I'm trading futures, I'll run a trailing stop so I can look away. Although with Bitcoin futures, it doesn't let you run a stop for some stupid reason, so you got to manually do it. But I'm sitting here like scalping this little drop here using my phone, and that way I can just pay attention to what's going on with the rest of the stuff. But Anytime else I'm trading, the MES, the ES, stuff like that, I'll run in a trailing stop and just let her do her thing. Sometimes.
Yeah, but I'm not ignoring trailing stops at the moment. Literally, I can't just buy, knowing that the price is going to go higher. Let's just assume that. Buy it, hold it for 2 candlesticks, watch it go up by $3-4, and then sell it. And that's what scalping is, isn't it?
Yep.
Right. But a penny stock moves really crazy, and so
Yeah.
you really want to have your stop loss set.
Yeah.
Because if not, you can lose your ass really quick.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the challenge about penny stocks. So I some people say, well, I use a mental stop. Well, yeah, if you're doing it for 10 years or 5 years or whatever, and you've gotten really expert at it, then maybe you can do that. But when you're just starting out, you got to put those stop losses in, or it'll eat your face.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Because it could in 30 seconds, 10 seconds, it could flush on you.
Yeah.
Right.
Another
Okay.
thing to think about is
Listen to Scott.
if you buy in at say $4 and you have your stop loss set like 10 cents below that, and then you buy back in at $5, your stop loss is like $1.10 away now instead of 10 cents away.
Right.
So you always want to take that one off the table so that way you can reset it so you can manage your risk.
Right.
So you want to move it with every time you make a trade, you want to move the stop loss with it, which is why you want to set up a new one every trade, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way that you can manage your risk.
Okay, thank you.
To answer your question on YouTube, there we tend to try to get our stream going at about 9:15 every morning. This morning I was having some trouble getting the stream key set up right, so I was a little behind getting on YouTube this morning. But yeah, if you want to just hit that bell and stay tuned, we will definitely be on every morning during the week, and we'll try to get out at least by 9:30 on YouTube. But we prioritize our members in our Discord channel, so
Come on. Sorry.
we're hanging with them usually before 9:15 and just answering questions, going some back and forth, going over some lessons and stuff like that. And then later in the day, we hang out and do a lot of one-on-one with our members. So chill with
All right,
us.
guys, I'm out of here. I got to head out early.
All right, man. Be safe out there.
Later. Thanks, guys.
You say safe. Say safe. Stay safe.
Stay safe.
safe.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
I couldn't get it out of my dang
Stay
mouth,
safe.
man. I got frustrated with technology for a second. I'm like, what the heck?
Nice.
Oh, I was able to roll out the AAL till the 28th. I'm in a $2 profit right now.
ATXI is looking like it's trying to hit target 1 of the 15-minute opening range indicator, which is at 412. If it can break
Depends on
above
what
that
I'm
and
trading
hammer
and
on
how
it.
volatile it is. Period. Oh, sorry, I forgot I
can
had
go-
my mic on.
Oh,
I was answering a question. One of my friends was asking me, if you trade by ticks, and this is talking about futures, how many do you use? I am using 233, and I just said it depends on what I am trading and how volatile it is. That's all there is to it. If I'm gonna use a tick chart, and I'll use it for like Bitcoin futures right now. I'm running like a 10 tick on the Bitcoin futures because they move so stinking slow. But like something like the MES or something like that, I'll go around 200. But I tend to focus on the time charts and have an easier time with it. Like a 10-second chart seems to be the way to go on that. It's just, like I said, it depends on what I'm trading and how volatile it is. If it's got really horrible candle price action on the chart for a 10-second chart even, I'll go and break it down to 5 seconds, or I'll break it down or break it up. Sometimes if a 10-second chart isn't moving fast enough, I'll run to like a 30-second chart or a 1-minute chart or whatever I got to do. Anywhere I can see clearly what price action is doing so I can react to it, that's what I'm going to do. So the let me see here. I think we're at like $47 for a month, if I'm not mistaken. I was talking to Ryan yesterday, and he was like, "Yeah, it's a family of 4 feeding them at Chick-fil-A. It's less than $50." I forgot what our monthly rates are. Hang on, let me go look at the website. That'll tell me. Yep, $47 a month. And with that, I mean, you get a ton of value in that. So definitely keep an open mind at that. Let's see what TrendSpider's saying about SPY here. Let's go with all lines. Let's make this thing chart nasty for us. TrendSpider is a great resource that we use, by the way, and I draw all over my charts. It doesn't draw the same way I do, but it has a lot of the same ideas that I do. And one we can see here, that was pretty respectful, just a basic trend line, and this comes from way back left. It doesn't just stop here. I'll go into that later, but for now we need to know what's happening at the moment. And there's a critical support level right here at about 364, and it's essentially just a pullback point or a pivot, support pivot from yesterday's price action. If we tip below that, we got a good chance at retracing most of this garbage down here to about 360, 150, 362, somewhere in that neighborhood. And if it gets really swifty today, ouch, there's a whole bunch of range here. So stay tuned. We could get some pretty exciting trades on SPY today.
Let's see.
And also, by the way, if you check out our website, we do have some killer deals on TrendSpider. We get on our website, as you go under tools, you go under discounts, you'll see we got a link there. Click on that link, and I think currently it's a 30% discount if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. I think that's about what it is. All right, ATXI flagging one more time, but man, that trend is holding. Let's look at it on a 1 minute and see what we can find. Okay, so here's our measured move setup. There's one leg, there's two legs. I think we're going to probably hang around $4. If it doesn't get through it, it's going to tip over and pull back at some point. There is still that gap that you see on the 1 and 2 hour chart. I see the 2 hour 200 period is right there at about 435. So be cautious if you're following that. It can close this gap and run to 580. Man, traded on momentum only. I would be very wary of that getting back to 580. But oftentimes you'll get these at least 50% retracements from these gap downs that you find on your chart, and we just about nailed that. So I'm satisfied with trading that thing. I don't know that I would go and try to chase it higher unless I see momentum take off.
The last 30 seconds on a 5 minute candle for SPY. Yes, sir.
AGFY is trending in an upward channel, and we might be able to test up in the 140s. Right now it's trading at 117.
Hey, we got a little double bottom that might be rejecting here. Let me go and get my big account out real quick.
My big account. Huh.
I'm running two
Cool.
Tradeovate accounts, and one of them
That'll
I'm
be good.
just strictly running small, minimal. I'm trying to challenge that thing and play just Bitcoin futures on it, Bitcoin nanos, and I want to grow it from $75 to a few $100 so I can see how that goes. That's been painful because Bitcoin's just so stinking slow on that thing. Let me go log into my other account.
Oh, where's the damn calendar?
There we go.
Ah, 8:30, 8:30. Where are we?
That's
Going
weird. It
down?
froze.
Trade of 8 froze on you.
Yeah. That was weird. Let me try it again. There's that double bottom break. I knew that was going to happen. Dang it. I didn't get my account open in time.
So remember I told you at 366.84, if we broke, we were going to go down to at least 363.57. I don't know if you remember I said that. I'm quiet. You know what that means.
Yep, you're trading.
Mhm.
Make that money,
Yes, I
baby.
am.
ATXI just full lushed. See ya. Told you not to chase it. Sorry. I'm being cocky now.
Be good. We got you and Scott in the room today, so I can hear a lot of patting on the back. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm
There you go.
teasing with y'all. I really appreciate both of you very, very much.
And we love it. Love being
More
here.
than you know. Okay, I'll talk now a little bit. I like IWM. I do like IWM.
I'm going to wait for that little bounce off of, IWM's fun, dude. You know what?
It's not bad. All right, sorry I got quiet on everybody. I didn't really get to trade much this week, so
Let's run some M2K features. Why not?
I like that. Scott is in the room. Bullish Bear Scott. I said Scott one time. I said, Scott, you got like a test or something you can give us? And you said, listen, you know when you're taking profit, you've passed the test.
Yeah, there you go. That is your test. But if you're out there still, hopefully you're riding that put on American Airlines and doing yourself proud right now. That is golden. To a point.
All right.
There's a
I've been
support
lazy.
point coming up here. Let me get that out real quick. Where the hell did that sucker go? Oh, dang it. This chart. There. Right down here at about 1290, you can expect a pause. So if it cooks through that $13 support line, 1290 is the next target. If it breaks that, you got a semi-support level down 10 cents, 1280. And then if it keeps going, and this is a kind of if contingency plan, you can go to about 1262. So just keep an eye on that
Jeez.
thing.
Look at that SPY go.
Yeah, baby.
Dude,
Trend
if you
day.
hit that low from yesterday. I don't know about trend. That's pretty wild, though.
362. That was that wiggle point we had, consolidation.
Mm-hmm.
And if we smoked that, dude, we'll retrace that whole damn bag yesterday. Oh, that'd be nuts. There is some angular resistance or angular support here from this nice diamond fish. We're going to start calling them diamond fish. We're just going to coin it that way.
Diamond fish,
I
bearfish.
will give Victoria credit for helping us name those. Or maybe we'll call them diamond sharks. Diamond sharks
You're
or diamond
welcome.
fish. I thank you. But it's great because we started spinning the tails off these, extending the lines on the diamonds, and it just gives us so much more information. And she's like, that looks like a fish. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Let's draw an aquarium. So we started drawing around on SPY, and well, we drew an aquarium full of fish. There's diamonds within diamonds. It's a one big diamond. I mean, how can you go wrong? It's diamonds, everybody. Everybody loves diamonds.
Fishing for diamonds, isn't it?
There you go, fishing for diamonds.
We're fishing
Like it.
for diamonds.
Oh, I got questions on the YouTube channel. Oh, let's see here. Well, SPY hit resistance, and yeah, it did back down. There was angular resistance up there. That's where that was. Bam. And also, we have that megaphone I drew out this morning. That's just a range
36.
expansion channel. And we've made the measured move out of that right here to 362. So that's a critical support zone. Let's change the color on that sucker. We'll make it red. If it breaks that, we got a chance at retracing a lot of that price action from yesterday. So if you're riding puts on this, if you're streaking it like I would normally be streaking options on SPY, I would if I got in up here, I'd be taking profit on this pause candle, walk back in at a new strike with the same risk that I jumped in the first strike with, ride that down, pause candle, keep flushing those over and over and over again at the same risk, and it works out really good. You can streak a trend like that without having to keep much risk in the game. I'll go over that again. That's my little sweet spot. So I just flip the book open, and sometimes I'll even skip over delta. I don't recommend skipping over what the delta says, but typically from a premium price at 3 to 5 days to expiration, around 38 to 42 cents is a sweet spot. And when I'm riding a trend like this with a streak, I'll go buy one of those, write it down, profit it probably for 100% or more here, pause candle, run back up, and whatever the next strike might be, there'll be a different strike than I traded first. I'll find that 38 to 42 cent sweet spot, nail it again, ride the same risk down, run it to the next pause candle, rinse, repeat over and over and over again. Eventually, after 200% returns on that, you're on house money, and you just don't give a damn. You just keep riding the trend until it ends. Neat little trick.
Speaking of blast from the past, PIXY,
Pixie?
halt machine.
Oh yeah,
Machine.
we used to call that
Machine.
for
ATXI failed.
yeah, ATXI
Yeah.
is blowing through that pivot support. Now there is
Yeah, they went down too.
the 50%
I posted
retracement
in the
rule.
Chat,
Says that hits
AGFY
AGFY.
and IMRA. Keep an eye on those two.
that 50% retracement
IMRA.
rule on
I had that one
ATXI
earlier.
holds support at 324. If it holds there and starts accumulating, watch for another push. So I'll get back to that later. I want to watch it. Pixie. Shift Pixie.
ATXY, that 340
Oh wow.
is my shadow box where it starts, and it's just hammering right on top of that 345.
I remember the cliche name people would call Shift Pixie. It just changed. I dropped the F out. Yeah, about $18 is the resistance.
It's going sideways right now for a second on the 1 minute. That pivot, it's just dancing at that pivot.
Pixie's got one
Time is
more leg in it. I think it'll hit 1820. Let's keep an eye on that for a minute. And I meant to get into some dang IWM.
All right, 1 minute.
M2K. Actually, I'm going to watch this accumulation. This might bounce here.
Yeah. Yep. Just going to wait a few seconds here. It looks like we're going to push back down a little further, though.
It's good to be patient. You don't have to be in a position.
No.
In anything. Don't feel any pressure.
No, I was asking Stone because
Oh,
I'm waiting for it to come back
I'm
down.
not. I'm not watching Pixie. I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
I was. I'm watching the options, guys, and I see the movement there, over there, and over there. We got 10 seconds left on this 5-minute candle for all the SPY and the indexes, and
that
on
362
the
is
2
the
minute and
critical
the
level.
1 minute.
It's just hanging there.
That's a bar spinner. A bar spinner.
Dude, we're under the 8 still, too. I got to get American
Yeah, I
Airlines
see
off
that.
here. Sorry.
We're under the 8, but we still look like we're trying to do a double bottom.
We need a 5-minute chart. Oh. Bar spinner.
I know we're
bar.
just walking sideways. What's coming on at 10:30? Somebody must be speaking.
Must be. That's what we're waiting for.
I can't see it. The investing gives me weird things. It says
There it
10
is.
o'clock, and then it says 9 minutes, and then it says whatever.
We're bears. Bar spinner bar.
Took my eyes off of it.
360.50 is the next stop for SPY here. As I say, I needed that 5-minute chart because I knew what was coming. When I see this accumulation, we see a bar, accumulation, and another bar is usually the equal height for the first bar. And I think 360.50 is in the cards here.
See, because it could take us out.
It could, but it broke that critical pivot with force, so I think it'll finish it. Go baby, go! Yeah. I love that. Oh man, that's my favorite. One of my favorite candle patterns, right there. The end pattern or the bar spinner bar. We love those. They trade so nice. IWM following through now.
Yeah, 169.04 is a spot it has to break through, and then if it goes to 168.69, that's a VWAP.
Guess what
So we
else is
shall
there,
see.
dude? The 15-minute 200 period's just under that.
Mm.
It says bar spinner bar all over it.
Oh, be careful.
Yeah, I'm going to sit with my finger over that market button real quick. Actually, I'm going to set up a trailer on that. We'll let it take a trailer with it. Tow that bitch. Sorry. I love it. You got to have a dark sense of humor to trade with us, guys. It's
Dark.
very dark and bearish. We love being bears. Bearish price action is always so much faster than bullish price action. It's just it's a money printing machine, really, this bear market. And that's the other thing we help you guys with. If you're not so much into trading and you're more geared towards investing, we got strategies for that too. We can help you make money in a bear market, even if you're long on a bunch of positions. So stay tuned or check us out. You know, it's like we said, $47 for a month. Give it a try. That's less.
Going yearly. That's what I did. I went in and I looked at everybody and I said,
Yeah,
I'm not
yearly.
doing monthly. This is cheaper than anybody out there. I just
Exactly.
did the whole year.
And if you get the monthly and you decide within the first couple of weeks, oops, nailed my trailer. You decide in the first couple of weeks that you like a yearly, we can work with you. We'll put that into a yearly. Why not?
Time.
All right.
23.33.
Bar spinner
25.
bar is over. Didn't quite hit 360.50, but got dang close. We bounce here for a minute. And I think we'll test that 362 pivot one more time for resistance now. And see how I set that trailer up? Perfect. Little $10 bill. Bam. Easy peasy. I'll wait for the next move.
I see your IMRA is moving decently.
Yes, sir.
Neo's going down. ADPN's going down. Looks like it's trying to form a double bottom.
Damn, that's a nice
I don't have
trend.
all of them on my scanners. AGFI.
Waiting for Pitsy to fly down to 14 range. Maybe 14.10 here.
TrendSpider's calling that a 5-minute tweezer bottom on the SPY chart. I don't think so. No, we're riding. We're gonna break it. See ya. Let's go do some shorts.
How much you got there?
Get bloody.
Cost. I could have opened the debit spread, but I didn't.
Dang it.
Yeah, dang it is right.
Missed my limit order too. Dang it. See, I'll sell it there. Maybe I'll get grabbed. There is a supply zone here, and it can get walked, so hang on. Hang on a second. This isn't ready yet. What am I seeing? Got 5 minutes to 10:30. Don't make me break out the Iron Maiden and start playing 2 minutes till midnight. Hopefully I can talk about songs without getting nailed with copyright infringement.
Yeah, you can do that.
I know, I'm just...
Just tell them you're an analyst.
That's it, I'm an analyst. Nah, YouTube does not like you putting music out without permission. We can talk about it. There we go. Now we're tipping. Gimme, gimme, gimme. We're about to break liquidity here.
See that?
I'm going to wait for that 10:30 mark because I want to make sure I'm on the right side of this, because if there's something coming. Got about 3 minutes.
Well, 168.69.
Yeah, things are a little different in Canada there. So a lot of the brokers that you can't get in Canada that we can get here in the States is kind of a bummer for most of the Canadians around here. But we do still have some Canadians in the group. Heck, we've got Victoria from across the pond here. She's over in the UK, over in England,
Wales.
Wales. Yeah, so
South Wales. She's Southern.
South Wales. Yeah, she's Southern. I love that.
Yes, sir.
Crikey, y'all. I couldn't resist that. Uh-huh.
I got chewed out once when I was playing online games with somebody. He sounded like he was British. I said, "Are you British?" He's like, "Oh God, no! That's an insult. I'm Welsh." I'm like, okay.
British isn't an insult, but English is. It's like we've got this little messed up country. We've got principalities, but we're all one country. It's weird.
Yeah. It's just, I find it in good humor. I have thick skin.
Yeah, don't worry. We understand.
I made good friends with that guy. We play lots of games online together. Back in the day when my wife and I were playing Halo 3, I think it was. We used to hang out and just have a good old time.
I miss it.
And, I'm proud of my wife. She still has the achievement badge for a 30 kill perfection on Valhalla, which is unheard of. That is pretty cool.
Here's that price.
Yeah, remember I was talking about that supply zone? Bam! They're nailing it right to, or demand zone, sorry. Now we're running right to the supply zone.
Second chart.
So
Yeah.
I did not get
Look
short
out.
there, and that was good reason.
And AGFY is the last chance for romance. See if we can break this level to pop up to that 134 level.
Let's see, an IMRA's got one more leg. It might touch to about 382 one more time. Maybe.
Let's see.
All right, what else we got going? There's that 362. If we print a tweezer here, game on, baby. Maybe that's why TrendSpider was calling out a tweezer bottom. Here, look. Boop. Tweezer. Oh, okay. It was seeing it ahead of time. Oh, all right now. I'm still getting used to TrendSpider here, and I use it to kind of verify some of my dope. I'll go and look at the chart and kind of figure out where all the trend lines are, and then I'll draw them all myself, and then I'll go and look at TrendSpider and be like, okay, well, what did I do that they did different? And then here's one right here. Darn it! Look at the diamond. That's why we're pausing there. Okay, cool. So it does mark out the diamond more or less. I just got to hover over the right line to find it and click on it. We do love us some TrendSpider though, man. This is very useful. If you're not used to drawing your own lines on the chart, it does it all for you. You hit all lines. You go find the ones you like. Like this one is one of my favorites right here. Double click it. It'll line it up for you. Come back here. That one.
Take my time.
I'm going to draw my diamond with just clicks.
Oh, we're going to do that. I'm going to look over here. 10:30. Okay, all 10:31 now. I think we might be done with any kind of weird stuff.
Yeah.
10:30, we have a Fed Governor Cook speaks, but we got Waller speaks too at 12:15. Might be just a wait. I might just wait a while. All this BS going on yet.
It's a wait and see moment for sure.
Yeah. There's some waiting to see going on the SPY and these guys. The options plays. Let's take a step back.
I'm gonna go set up all my favorite trend lines on TrendSpider here and just verify everything I drew. I love that.
Just that
double click.
channel we are in right now.
Oh my
That would be
gosh.
right there.
Don't open a daily chart on all lines or you will go blind.
No, I have to do that when I don't. I have to do that on a different type of chart where I have no lines.
Check this out though. It gives me you can get some options on usual options data right here on your chart, and also they've been doing futures. You can
wait a minute.
you can chart futures on TrendSpider now.
Oh, TrendSpider gives you data on futures and options now?
Yep. You've always had well, recently, probably in the last year, they put unusual options on here where you can have that up. You can go with, let me see here, up here, have different stuff in your watch list. And it'll give you the, there we go. If you hover over the options data here on the bubble chart, it'll show you the big moves. 109,000 in premium for that set, 370 puts. March 17th expiration, 2023. So some big market makers are looking for some more bearishness down below. Either that or they're selling in the money cash covered puts to buy a position. That's how that's working. It'll tell you the size of the trade, but it won't tell you what side it's on. Whether it was because there's a buyer and a seller for every transaction. So this is how many moved. So whether retail bought these puts or institutions bought these puts, it could be part of someone's collar that they've rolled out to next year. Who knows? But collar options are very common with institutional investors. So you gotta realize that strategy. It works. I've written about it. It's awesome. If you're a long-term investor, that'll save your butt someday. But until you know about it, kind of SOL. From what I understand, you can build a collar strategy in an IRA. You just got to know how to do it. And not every broker will do it either. But from what I understand, you can build that in an IRA. You can even sell covered calls in an IRA, and then the income from that is, it's kept in that little tax shelter, so to speak. So for you investors out there, there's a lot of strategies you can utilize. Just learning how to trade, getting in some basic knowledge education, it'll change the way you invest, I promise you, and it will make you rock solid in the market as far as, not having to be so worried about your retirement like everyone else is. I know there's a lot of people losing their ass on their 401ks, and it's just disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting. And to realize that the fund operators there, they're using these option strategies on your equity in those. So I mean, you deposit your money, they get their commissions. That's all they really care about. The fiduciary responsibility is, okay, well, they got to try to protect you from some drawdown. They'll notify you, hey, you want to liquidate here, whatever. They don't like it when you say, hey, I want to convert to cash and ride this out until it becomes bullish again. They really don't like that. They'll threaten to close it on you. So on the back end, they're using your assets to sell options. That's how they generate their income and fund all the management that's involved in that fund. So, they're running a wheel trade strategy. They're running collars. They're selling covered calls, selling cash covered puts. You name it, they're doing it. That's how the market makers work. And what we have the opportunity to teach here is to teach you how to trade like a market maker. So you don't have to have your funds deposited in some hedge fund to have some fiduciary, tell you what they think is right and really not care. We'd rather teach you guys how to make your own investment choices with a hint of, we're not going to show you exactly what to do as far as tell you, buy this, sell that. We're going to be like, this is a strategy that you can develop for yourself to save and protect your investments for long term. This is a strategy you can use to generate income on those investments long term. The wheel trade strategy is absolutely a very powerful tool. And it's funny because I was seeing some stuff pop up in my Facebook feed about you pay like $1,000 a year, and this guy will show you a strategy to make your portfolio perform. And it's essentially from the outside looking at, I'm like, yeah, you're just teaching the wheel trade strategy, bro. I'm all over that. I'm not charging $1,000 a year for that. Hell no. So it's like you look at our fees and you compare them to what's out there, man. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to get so much more value than you're paying for. Absolutely. You're going to blow your mind. All right, let me get off this transpider. Go ahead.
That's all right. Your ATXI is well, I'm gonna show you. Let me take a picture of it. All right, let's see.
That was a lot to say with one breath. Hey, we got
That was
double
good.
bottom.
One breath. Yeah.
Oh,
What are you looking at? ATXI?
SPY. I'll
Oh,
get
SPY.
ATXI up
Okay.
too.
Oh no, that's okay. I just didn't know.
Big old tweezer.
I'm gonna put this in the penny stock room.
Didn't I say there was a chance of a 50% pullback on that trend?
All right, Mr. Scott, when you look at that chart right there, you see my red lines? Those are what I call VWAP bends, or their previous VWAPs is basically what they are, or when VWAP does something weird, and I mark them. I find them on the charts and I mark them. My VWAP is red. So you'll see it's hanging out at that 338. You see it hit that 383 and headed toward that 424. I don't have any below right now, but I could add one actually. Right there at 317. So I find that it travels between these VWAPs and they become great pivot points and price targets, especially when price is moving in a direction. And right now it's 0-day moves, so what are they waiting for? Somebody to speak?
Maybe.
We lost Scott?
That sounds like.
Yeah, I got Fred Waller. Fed Waller speaks. Yeah, Fred Waller speaks. 12:15, so look around for some stuff. There's always something to trade somewhere. Penny stocks got something. LASE. LASE is making some moves right now. Slow grinder, as I said. It's not too slow though. Let's go look at it for a minute. LASE has been building on a pivot. So averages are crossing it once again.
That double bottom just failed. Watch this. Let me get the. I'm gonna throw back into MES. I think.
I'm watching the MES.
Don't short it yet. This is a big. This is both the supply and the demand zone. See, it's between two different zones of volume. If it legs up from here, target's up here at about 36.65, 66. And it's looking like it wants to, if it legs down from here, it's only going to pull back to support about 36.32. So no position until we see the break. But this double bottom is looking like it wants to fail on a 1 minute chart. It's not really a double bottom. This was the double bottom here. It's very, very slight, and you can see it here on the 10-second chart.
Watch Lace. This could just be a pullback on a bear flag or a bear move.
Right.
It could just be a pullback.
And I'm gonna throw Bitcoin on here because Bitcoin follows SPY very, very precisely lately, with a little bit more swagger. So here's where you see the possibility of this breaking down, and you get first. It looks a lot like the old inverse head and shoulders. You got shoulder, head, shoulder, and it's cracking through. with a bar. Let this bar close. It's going to tell you whether or not this is going to hold and bounce here or if it's going to fail here. And if you look at the 5 minute, we're up against the 8 period for resistance, and there's printing of an inverted hammer. Let that candle close. That's going to tell you a lot of the story. That candle's got about 4 minutes in it, so keep an eye on your 1 minute to know what is happening within this 5 minute candle. But the idea is if this starts to break support, it'll start to crack through that 361 area, and when it does, it'll tip real stinking fast and set up for a measured move. This whole leg becomes your measured move. This is your accumulation. The leg below will take you all the way down to the next pivot zone. And when it does, we'll probably see about 357 pretty quick. There's a chance that setup can fail, so always trade the break and not the setup. Be ready to get in it, but don't jump in yet. You don't have to be in a position yet.
No, especially in options position. Especially in options position. Wait.
We have, I guess technically we have 5 moderators, but 2 of them are working right now because the other 2 are in the background rebuilding our website from the ground up, which should be launched next week here. We're just optimizing our website to handle a bunch more of our affiliate traffic. And also, I've been told that we're looking to put APIs into our website so you can trade right on our website. So stay tuned.
Trade or stream?
Trade, like API trading outfits. Like we're looking to put an API on our site that you can go right into your trading account from. So it'll be kind of cool.
All right, so here's that turn on Pixie. If you guys got in there at that 1410 level.
And here's that critical support here for SPY. Watch this. This is where you're going to see whether it's going to dance through this liquidity and fall off the face of the earth and run down that whole leg,
Spot right there.
or it's going to bounce. And Bitcoin's following. Actually, Bitcoin's leading that.
Yeah, I see that.
In fact, I'm going to go log into my other account and start shorting that. I should have been short already.
Let's see what it does. I see it's got to blow through. Wow, if it blows through that. Still got
There we go. Little bounce here, see. Now we're going to test that pivot for resistance one more time, and that's when we're going to look for the fail. And let's see, what do we got here? About 45 seconds left on that candle. No, I'm sorry. 30 seconds left on that candle. That's that 5 minute candle I was talking about. We want to make sure that the sucker's going to take off to the bear side. See, here's your little pullback on Bitcoin to boot. And then the fifth moderator, she mostly sticks to handling like our watch list and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're back to that 169.04 level on IWM, and that is a spot. What is that spot?
We're gonna test resistance.
It's come up. Where are you?
No. I'm gonna sign off the YouTube in a minute. I've just realized we've been on for a little over an hour. We try to keep it kind of split. So we'll do the YouTube thing and kind of get out there and let people know what we do and how we do it. And then after which we sign off the YouTube, and then we go and start talking about complex option strategies and stuff like that to all of our different members here with all their questions. We handle this live, one-on-one, well, 2-on-20 or whatever it may be right now. But we're fine with that because when we get asked these questions in our Discord channel, there's a lot of people who may not have the ability or the courage to speak up and ask these questions, but they're all thinking the same way. And when we get asked these questions here and we get to answer them for everybody, all the people who are thinking the same way but may not be able to ask that question, they get the knowledge too. So that's how a community works. We get a community asking questions of the moderators. We answer the questions, give it back to them, and then everybody learns at the same time. And we do it on multiple levels. We've got options traders on very diverse levels here. We've got people who are just cutting their teeth on day trading options. We've got people who are just cutting their teeth on spreads. We've got people into complex options. We've got people into butterflies and condors. We've got people into the wheel trade. And we can answer everything on all those levels. It's pretty cool. All right, here's that little pullback. Let's see if we get rejected on resistance here or not. But anyway, and we're always growing too. We add moderators every now and then, and most of the time it's people who start out as members, and eventually they get to a point like Stone here, and we know that they have the ability to pay it forward and show people what they've learned and be able to teach others. And Stone here is amazing. The dude is just awesome. He learns his stuff. He asks all the right questions, and now he's out there teaching it. So we grow from within. We're not going to go and put an ad out on one of those job sites or something trying to hire a moderator. No, we make sure we get to know people personally, and this is what it feels like to be a community. We get on a personal level where it's almost like family. That's how cool we are. So
Yep. We yell at each other and make up.
that's it. Yeah. We fight back and forth, but you know what? We fight the chart more than anything. We battle that sucker.
This is really this is feeling trappy. So I'm just going to sit on my little hands right now.
Same.
I'm not going to do a dang thing. This is for the. I'm looking at the large caps saying that. Even though it looks like we're going to break this spot right here.
I think we got a good chance of cracking it.
Yeah, we do.
Pardon me. Got the hiccups now. That's contagious from Victoria yesterday. She gave me the hiccups.
Yesterday, I think a morning star, an evening star on something here.
I'm going to throw this in and put a trailer on it. What the hell?
1 minute.
Let's see
There,
if it goes.
It's cracking that level.
It's trying.
Man, it's trying.
Where did all those lines come from? Oh, not zoomed in tight. There we go. What in the world? Why did it throw 2 brackets on there for buy orders?
Check your settings.
That's a bit goofy. Because I have brackets set. My bad. Yeah, let me turn those off.
I don't trust it.
I
Let's
don't
go,
either, but
baby.
I threw a trailer on it. Tow it. All right, guys, that's about it for YouTube. We're going to get into our Discord and start really blocking stuff out. I'm going to break off for a minute here and let my kidneys unwind. And we'll get
That
back
green
into
candle on 10-second chart.
I just saw that.
Look at that. Hang on. It's farting around.
Yep. It's a bit
All right,
wiki.
AGFY and NTNX. NTNX is still in a wedge formation, pushing up against open day range, and then AGFY. I'm still waiting for that break.
Dang it.
Test 134 and up to the 140s.
Wow, I tell you what, it is overextended on the. Wait a minute. No, it's not.
It's going to grab my
AGFY is
trailer.
at
Son of a gun.
AGFY
Oh, I
is
see
at
it.
3-day wedge
That's a double bottom.
Okay.
from this morning.
That is a double bottom. It's going to test probably 361.30 real quick and drop over. I think that's what we're looking at.
Heard that little voice in a long time.
When we look at the, I'm going to break down the double
That's a lot
bottom
of
real quick.
phrases nowadays.
That's what I'm going to do. Let me zoom out here. So with the double bottom, even on a 10-second chart, they're valid. 1 minute chart, obviously valid. Here's your low.
Look
L1,
out. There it is. Boom.
H1, L2, and target 1 right up here.
That
Target one's
inverted
gonna be
hammer
control
on the
bar.
5 is concerning me.
And that control bar is actually right here on this, on the 1 minute double bottom. And then target 2, next control bar, 361.58. Target 3 is, which is technically an extension because it's coming back to that resistance point, of course, is 362. We look for a rejection on a double bottom, and when we see it, we've got two choices. We can go and scalp the bull side and ride this back up to those targets, or if it's just part of a bearish trend, we can wait for it to reject at one of these targets with a reversal and then get into a put position or go into a short position and ride that sucker down. So when you see these double bottoms, and they come and go, sometimes you'll get them, sometimes you won't. But lately in the market, we've got channels coming back in. We had that nice megaphone channel break, all that stuff. This is just a bigger double bottom on the scale, right? But now we've got this little mini double bottom on the 1 minute chart right here. And if this wants to remain bearish, we'll wait for a rejection, probably right around the 20 period. And we'll ride that down. If we don't get a rejection, sure, it can extend. And then this whole double bottom becomes valid. Your R1 goes all the way up to 362.75. And your targets for that, right here. There's your control bar. That can go to 364.20. Extension to 364.75. There's another extension up here, 364.40, and so on. If it does a 100%er, it can go all the way up to the extension up here, 366.50. So I mean, it's all there in the chart. It tells you all of those, and you can literally sit here and put pivot points on all those control candles, and it'll make your chart look messy, but you'll know you'll have price targets, and that's the whole thing. When you're scalping stuff here on a 1 minute chart or a 10-second chart, look left. Look at all those levels in the previous trend. And if it starts to break above that resistance point, the R1, then that's where you look. You look at all your price extensions. At some point, it'll reject one of those, and you can either take your profit and then from a bullish trade and then run into a bearish trade from there and ride that sucker down. Or, depending on the price action, sometimes it can go for a whole 100% retracement, take us up to opening high. 50% retracement of that whole channel there, it runs about 365.40. So it's very possible. And if you just trade it at the moment, trade what you see, it'll tell you. And then verify, of course, with the 5 minute chart, 15 minute chart, see about what you're looking at. Here's a Morningstar. 200 period takes us right about to that 50% retracement, about 365-ish. Okay, everything's kind of clicking together. You got multiple time frames all saying the same thing. There's a good chance that we can break out bullish from here. It can happen.
We got there. Boom.
All right. Well, I'm going to sign off to YouTube, and we'll see you guys
Bye,
out
YouTube.
there next week on Monday. And we'll try to get it online around 9:15. Sometimes we don't get it till about 9:30. It's kind of,
We'll
we
get
try to keep it
9:15.
regular, but Oh yeah, it's Stone's next week, so he'll make sure. It's
I will
9:15.
make sure you get there at 9:15. I didn't realize. I would think I was waiting until 9:30. I apologize, YouTube.
There you go. And if you want to try us out, like I said, I mean, it's like a dinner for four at Chick-fil-A worth of 1 month sign up. Give us a check out, and like we said, if you really like us after a couple weeks, talk to us, message us, and say, hey, I'd like to roll that into a part of a yearly membership. Go for it. We're not gonna give you a hard time.
Good. Man, the yearly membership is cheaper than college tuition, and you're going to learn how to make money. Come on.
Absolutely, that's it. And let me see here.
And drink coffee.
To boot, I mean,
And you'll learn that Jeremy is AI. Come on, he's built by Skynet.
Built by Skynet. I love it. Oh man, see how I get treated around here.
Make up later. We're family.
Yeah, that's it. We're family. And I love it because I've got enough experience with price action where I don't even have to think anymore. I just look at the chart and kind of know what to do.
That inverted hammer right on that level on SPY.
Ain't it cool? Bam. All right, so
Still waiting though.
currently
Still looks like a pullback.
we're having a limited time 50% off sale on our yearly membership, by the way. So it's $247 for a year. Normally that's about a $500 bill for a year. So I'm telling you, you get value
Come
here.
on.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Have a great one. Let's see if I can figure out how to sign off here. There we go.